God's project unites humanity with him through Jesus, defeating evil and restoring life.
The project wasn't just to restore people to himself at the end of time, but also during their life here. That's kind of part of the value of the Christian faith, that you get to live a life with the Lord before looking ahead to an eternity with the Lord. His project to restore people to himself, it started with a little bit of site prep, where he said that, here it is from Genesis 3. He talks back to the serpent, Satan. I will put hostility between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head and you will crush his heel. God lays the groundwork for what he's going to do. God lays the groundwork by saying that he's going to send somebody who's going to be born of a woman, who's going to be absolutely human, same as you or I, and that human would be the one to crush the serpent's head. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. But God narrows it down. God's promise broadens. His promise is as broad as the entire human race. But God narrows his promise down. The same way that if you were undertaking a project of some sort, you see one rendition and it's not quite that. And then eventually you see it's starting to take shape. Maybe you've got the site prep done, and then you've got the footings poured, and you're starting to see the structure of the place. Well, the structure, as God's promises build one upon the other, it narrows down to one who would come from the stump of Jesse, the family tree of King David, quite literally. If you were to read the rest of Isaiah chapter 11, you would see and hear that this one coming up like a shoot from the stump of Jesse, who's growing up from the stump, is also the root of the stump of Jesse, which is to say that he is both eternal God as well as man. Pretty remarkable, pretty incredible.